Smart way to keep your house clean. We've got it for you from the #1 vacuum brand in America, Shark. Today, you're looking at the latest innovation from this brand at the lowest price that we found. What does it do? It picks up debris. You can see that right there with the coffee grinds. It scrubs the stains. You saw that earlier. And it also is going to sanitize, killing 99.9% of the bacteria. I have never in my life before this seen a mop vacuum that also steams and sanitizes at the same time. Of course, it comes to us from Shark. Elizabeth Watts is here. She's showing us all the different ways that you're going to use it around your house, because I use it all around my house. Now, we've already lost one color today, and we are now over half gone for the day. On our Today Special Value, where you should be paying over $216 to get this home, today, our price, $144.98. Our easy pay, $29. Do you have shipping charges? Absolutely not. Never on Shark here at QVC. And today, we've got it for you in exclusive colors, as well as the very, very popular, right over here, Stone Metallic. So, the Stone Metallic, here's what I want you to know. We launched this at midnight. We brought in 7,300. We have fewer than 2,800 remaining for the day. If you want that Stone Metallic, don't wait. We also have it for you in the navy. Now, if you want that navy, it is available for you. If you want the paprika next to that, that is available for you as well. But now let me take you over here, because we already lost the emerald. But now, if you want the eggplant, we brought in 5,700 of those for the day. We are down to our final 2,000. Just in this show alone, how many have been spoken for? Over 5,500 orders have been placed. And for the day, since midnight, over 16,000, now close to 17,000 orders placed.
Exciting.
Elizabeth Watts has been with the brand for over 2 decades.
Yep.
And here at QVC, we love you when you're here, because the thing is, you bring us the easy cleaning solutions. Truly, truly.
Yeah.
Shark, and by the way, if you're a Shark household, if you love Shark, give us a call. We'd love for you to share your story. Whether you own a vacuum, a steam cleaner, I own all of them.
You do. Me
right?
too.
I really
Obviously,
do.
I've got all of them.
Mess Master, you name it, okay?
Yeah.
But this, never seen before technology.
It's pretty amazing. I just want you to, for a visual, these are some of the things this replaces, okay, as Alberti said, because it's a sweeper, it's also a steamer and a sanitizer. You don't need the chemicals,
no
all
paper
those things.
towels.
Exactly, all that crazy stuff. So I'm going to give you a full tour in a second, but I just want to show you when I flip it back and I push the button, it creates steam almost instantaneously.
Yes.
10 or 20 seconds, it's going to be steaming. So we want to let that build up a little bit. But even as it's starting, I just want to show you this, the dry stuff first, because it is a sweeper. There's no suction here, but look at how well it works on these tiny little sprinkles. I probably did it too fast. But also there's the steam, on the sticky messes. I mean, this is why we want a steam cleaner. But unfortunately, something like this, with this jelly, a steam cleaner would just push it around, right? Because it's thick and chunky.
Yeah.
So this brings it in. Also, the heat and the steam gets rid of the sticky. Now watch it on the liquid. I just think this is so brilliant. There's no suction, but watch. Oh, where does it come
somehow, how does it do that?
It siphons it up. That's the best way I can describe it. When I talk, I always have a conversation with our product leaders, team leaders at Shark before these demonstrations and all, and it siphons it in. Here's another mess, is the dried on mess or the stuck on mess. Okay, so this is...
Or the scuff marks from the boots and things like that.
Yeah, Alberti was telling us about his lovely party he had.
And everybody that wore shoes left scuff marks all over my hardwood floors.
I love that you say everyone that wore shoes, because I went to a party recently and half the guests took their shoes off.
That's what happened at my party.
It's a thing that people do now. But of course, some people always do leave them on, and that's fine, but you have now a solution. So anything that's like more stuck on, dried on, you just give it a little more time. Now we're going to do a lot of other crazy demos. Those were kind of pretty, run of the mill. But I do want to show you how easy it is to empty, because that's always a question. If you have seen other rotating brush roll machines, you put a chemical in. This one you don't. It just uses water.
It's just water, and it's a separate container for the water.
Yeah, there's
and then
the
debris. Elizabeth's going to show us where it sits.
Yeah. So normally you'd let it cycle through a minute more. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. You pull off the lid. Inside here, two things are happening. You have This is what contains all your liquids and messes. Here's your brush roll. You can take that off. Look at how this brush roll is clean. This is self-cleaning brush roll. And so you also have a second one that we're giving you here, only exclusive here, by the way.
I love how easy it is to get out,
Not easy?
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's the neat thing. So see how the sprinkles are in the front over here?
We're going to get that shot right now.
Yeah, I'm going to
Take
wait
a look.
patiently.
Yep.
Sprinkles are in the front. Liquid is in the back. The liquid has its own container, which, right, by the way, is blue and gross black from that stuff we had on the floor.
Yucky yuck.
So you empty the wet, and then you'll empty the, it's not really dry, it's moist, you know, like this, or maybe in your sink. And we have a great video. Can we run that video to show?
It's moist because it had the steam and everything picking it up.
Exactly.
We'll show you a video on how this actually works. And you're seeing it right over there. The steam, the sweeping, the brush roll, it scrubs and it picks up all at the same time.
And siphons and separates. Now, the reason why it does this, Alberti, is it's easier for you to clean it up if your liquids are separate.
Okay.
Plus, it works better. So that's all you need to know. You know, I mean, you really don't have to understand why it works better. We spent over a year developing this product.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because Shark wanted to create something that is an all-in-one.
And here's the thing, it's one button operation.
Yeah, it is.
Simple and easy, easy, easy.
Yeah.
V85109 is your item number. Give us a call, pick this up, try it out for yourself. I know one thing that everybody always has a resolution on is I want a cleaner, you know, more minimalistic home, right?
Yeah, we all want a cleaner home and for it to be easier.
Yeah, before we get into this, I just want to show everyone our color choices
please, go
real
ahead,
quick
and then we'll do a tour.
busy.
Yeah.
Come on over here, place your order, get this home, don't wait, because we've sold well more than half of our quantities. If you want this one is called our Stone Metallic. Now, that, we brought in 7,300 at midnight. We have fewer than 2,800 remaining. If you want the navy blue, that's available. If you want the paprika, that's available. And if you want the eggplant, we brought in 5,700. Now final 1,900 remaining for the day.
Yeah.
V85109, $29 with free shipping. Okay, this is how hard it is to set up.
Okay.
You literally fill this with water.
You can pop it out too.
Yeah,
Pop it
can I
out.
show
Yeah, just
everyone?
pull it forward. Yeah. That goes to your sink.
Yep, you fill that up with water. You always leave it filled with water, by the way.
Yeah.
And you just pop this in. Oh,
Just
I can't
line
do
it
this
up.
upside down.
Yeah, that's all right. You're using your left hand. There you go. Line it up,
There
pop
you
it
go.
in. There you go.
And then right over here, I just want to show you, you plug this in the wall, and then you've got one button. That's all you need to do. And you turn it 1, 2, 3. I just use the single setting right over there. And that makes all my hardwood floors perfectly shiny.
Absolutely, and that's a great point. Why do you give you 3 settings, right?
Yeah.
Because there is moisture because of the steam. We want you to be able to take care of your hardwood floors without fear, so you can use it on the low setting on your hardwoods. For something like this, I would probably pop it up to the medium setting, just like that. Another great feature, you can see the headlights at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's a little
what are these
indicator.
functions?
So if the dirty water's full, if it's blocked, we actually give you some. You know how usually this is in the booklet, and you're like, what do those lights mean?
Yeah, because I never look at
This
the
is your
booklet.
key.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong, it's written right on the machine. You don't even have to go to your booklet. Although I would say read the booklet when you get it. It gives you some tips and tricks.
I probably should.
Yeah.
I never do.
You won't.
I hope you do.
I know you won't, but you know.
Listen, it's just past 2 o'clock. We're over half sold through for the day.
Yeah.
If you haven't picked this up and you find it interesting, you want to try it, well, listen, $29 with free shipping gets it home. You can try it on any mess.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, use it for the entire month of January. Send it back. Send it back if you don't love it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, though. I haven't seen a steamer do this ever in my life.
Ever, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I help you with this? Can I
please,
do this?
please.
All right. Yeah, I want to show you
Alberti's
too.
gonna take over. Yeah.
It basically propels itself forward, right? So it literally pulls itself forward.
Muddy footprints. You know, and if people are tracking their shoes into the house, this is really good.
This surprised me, right? Because usually I would not take my steamer with a brush roll to a piddle like this, like a pet mess.
Yeah, if you had a pad that you had to put in your washing machine, you probably wouldn't do that. But what Alberti's showing you too is that this is a self-cleaning brush roll. So every rotation is getting cleaned, and also the steam is working on the brush roll as well.
How about this, the messes around the high chairs?
Let's talk sanitization. So while we're here with around the high chair, if you have kids, pets in your home, and you don't want to have a lot of chemicals, but you want to sanitize, this is the way to go. We actually, third-party testing, Alberti showed that we were able to eliminate 99.9% of household bacteria. That's a huge number.
And then right over here, how about, there is no cereal mess without milk.
No, you gotta have the milk.
Chocolate milk or regular milk.
Yeah, and you know, I was doing this last time we were on. Let's just add a little bit more.
Oh gosh.
You know, because listen.
Because that's how messes
homes,
happen.
That's how messes happen, right?
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, and it happens on a dime, right? Like, you know, quickly, and you don't have to worry, how am I going to clean this noodle soup up? You just grab this, suck it all in, and sanitize your floor at the same time.
And now I want to remind you, this is for any hard surface in your house.
Exactly. As
Stone.
long as it's sealed.
Yes,
Yeah.
stone, tile. Maybe you have, you have the thing over
Yeah,
there.
I'll put the base over
I
here.
didn't see it over
Yeah,
there.
it's always a good idea to put it back
Put it
on the base because it is warm and you want to have it on the base. And plus, that's home base for it, you know?
And that's where it's going to clean itself as well. Now, how do we maintain this?
Yeah.
Take a look at this video and Elizabeth will walk us through it.
Super easy. You take the top off. You have three components. You have the top. You have the tank, that's your wet and dry tank. You're gonna dump out the dry, rinse out the wet, as you're seeing here. I mean, this is a very clean version. Yours won't look as clean. But here's the cool thing. You won't need to rinse your brush roll all the time.
Okay.
But if you do pick up a goopier, dirtier mess, go ahead and rinse it, let your components dry. You all are getting a second brush roll. Nobody else gets that right now. So that second brush roll is important. I know.
I'm picking this up with my pinky finger. Okay, and I'm not like some Superman with like some really strong pinky finger, right? This isn't a party trick. But look at that. That's how lightweight this is. And I think what you'll love about this is the fact that it really does propel itself forward.
Yeah.
I was telling Elizabeth, I have a lot of different steamers. I have a Shark steamer.
Yeah.
But that steamer, you gotta push and pull and push and pull it. Just like a mop, just like everything else, right? This propels itself forward and it picks up everything. If you want it in the stone choice that you're seeing here, the stone metallic, we started with 7,300. Final 2,600 remain. That's our most popular in our show. You know, if you went to a retail store where they sell this, it's $199.98 on its own, right? Without the extra brush roll. We give you the extra brush roll. We give you the same unit here today for $144.98, and you can get it home for just a $29 bill on your charge on your credit card. We have the navy, we have the paprika, and then we have the eggplant. And if you want the eggplant, we brought in 5,700. I have fewer than 1,800 remaining in that eggplant. The 85109, I encourage you again, if you own Shark products, give us a call. We'd love for you to share your story.
Love to talk to you, yeah.
But you know, Elizabeth, we were showing like kind of like a linoleum floor.
Yep.
This is truly a hardwood floor surface.
Yep, hardwood floor surface. So as I said on mine, I like to use it on the lower speed, the low speed, because it just really cleans it beautifully and it doesn't saturate it as much.
What is this, crayons?
Yes, crayons, markers. If you have an area like the playroom where the kids like to play, this is perfect for that because even though these are really down there and they're dry, right? It could be finger paints, whatever. Just let it go over it a few times.
The steam releases it.
Yeah, and that brush. So we were talking about the brush earlier. The brush has little fingers. It's made of 2 different nylon materials and a microfiber. Thank you for showing that.
I want to show you right over here. I'm just going to bring this brush into the camera roll. If you can get a little bit closer, I want you to see this brush roll. Do you see all the little black kind of bristles in there? Those are nylon bristles. Those are the ones that are really scrubbing and getting everything off the floor. And then the purple is like a microfiber. It's soft and polishes.
So what we did, we wanted to have one brush roll that could both scrub, polish, and safely remove all the dry materials. So after a year of research and development, we then, you know what we do, Alberti, is we send it out into the community. So we send them out, we have people test them and give us feedback, and then we make adjustments. So that's what Shark does. And so we were able to, through that, that testing, we were able to make the steam a little bit drier. As you see here on this hardwood floor, it's really not very wet, which is kind of shocking because you see all the steam powering out of it. I was actually using it on the second speed. And then if you have this in your cupboard, well, it's not cupboard, but let's see, where would you have it? Maybe the laundry room, in the garage, and somebody has a mess or an at the party. Look what you could do. You could just grab it. It's quiet, it's discreet, it's small. And
you know what you're not doing? You're not throwing away a ton of paper towel. That's bad for the environment and bad for your wallet, quite frankly. How many have now been spoken for, Sean? 6,300
oh my goodness.
have now been spoken for in our show.
Look how
Elizabeth, I have a couple of questions for you from our customers.
As I'm emptying it.
So this is how it empties, right? So first and foremost, that's how it empties.
So there's your beads and your other dry stuff. Here's your liquids in the back. There's 2 little compartments, one or the other. You can pop them open. You know, normally I do this in the sink, but if I had beads like that, of course, I would put it in the trash. You might want to, you know, rinse that. Of course you will.
Yeah.
Or else wipe it. Whatever. We make it super easy for you though. Once you get that cleaned up, it pops back in, and honestly, this would be ready to go again. We will use it again just now, but I want to answer your questions. So
yes, so
lay them on
pet
you.
hair.
Okay, so here's what we have to say about pet hair. Because there's moisture, I don't want to overpromise. So I have 2 cats, and when I was cleaning around my house, normal, you know, kitty hair here and there, it did great. And you'll see that if there's pet hair inside, it sometimes, because there's no suction, it might be on your brush roll. So as you're cleaning your brush roll, that's why we give you this tool.
Yep.
You can just take it and scrape the hair off. Like
That was going to be the
burr.
next question. How do
Yeah,
you clean the brush
that
roll?
would be how you, and